my name is Elisa. Today I want to talk about something that might be a little uncomfortable for some people, and I want to talk about grief. Grief is not linear, it is not just the 5 steps: the denial, anger, bargaining, depression, and acceptance. It's not like a video game and you go through these stages and you never see them again. They are stages that you go through every week, every month, sometimes in between each other, sometimes at the same time. Grief is a complicated experience, and it is as unique as your fingerprint as it is related to the relationship you had with your person. In 2019, I lost my mom to stage 4 lung cancer. I was 21, she was 51. That was the most traumatic experience of my entire life. My mom was my best friend. She was my rock. She was my anchor. She believed in me and made me feel like I could do everything. She was my biggest supporter, my biggest cheerleader. In every lifetime, I would pick her to be my mom. When you're experiencing grief, you will hear a slew of different comments from people who think that they're helping or trying to make you feel better. And it can be infuriating at times. They'll say everything happens for a reason. God wanted them to be with Him. They wouldn't want you to be sad. Don't be depressed. Don't cry. Shouldn't you be over this by now? Shouldn't you have moved forward? No. No, 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 no. You are invalidating people's feelings, and that is toxic positivity. Are you over it? Is my mother still gone? Is she still not with me? Then no, I'm not over it. I'm never going to get over it. And I don't know about other people, but the phrase move on absolutely infuriates me because it makes me feel like it means just get on with your life, leave your loved one in the past, and never think about them again. Just forget the entire past and leave them there like they never existed. And I can't do that. Not with my mom. Your brain and your body goes through so many changes when you experience grief. You can have sleeping problems, memory problems, weight fluctuations, mood swings, hair loss. The list goes on and on and on. It can be really hard to be kind to yourself, trying to push through all of those things. And when people ask me who have lost a loved one, does it get easier? It's been 7 years and I still cry. I think the pain gets more distant with time, but you'll always love and miss your person, and it will still hurt. You can feel guilty the first time you laugh after they're gone. If you go somewhere that used to be you and that person's routine or your thing, and you go there by yourself or with someone else, you can feel guilty. But it's okay. Don't let anybody tell you how to grieve, especially if they've never experienced the same loss that you have. And even still, I've had people in my life who haven't lost their mom, or people who have lost their mom, but They didn't have the luxury of having the relationship with their mom that I had with mine. Your grief is yours. You're allowed to feel what you feel. You're allowed to be angry. You're allowed to cry. And we live in a world where everybody can be super judgy, especially in terms of anything that's mentally related. And in terms of grief, their entire world didn't stop spinning when your loved one died. Yours did. You feel like time stops and everybody around you is still going on with their lives and, going to the grocery store, going about their daily tasks. They can still call their mom. They can still hear her voice, her laugh, see her smile. Some of us don't have that luxury. If you do have that luxury, consider yourself grateful and very lucky. And don't let people tell you that you didn't pray hard enough or you didn't keep the faith. You don't have to prove anything to them. God knows. God knows about all the nights I stayed up in bed crying, begging for him to save my mom. You don't have to plead your case to anybody about your grief. I was in a really dark place for a very long time in terms of my mental health after my mom died. And I dragged myself out of that place, that dark hole inside of myself, while I felt like I was on fire and dying from the inside out. Because I know my mom wanted better for me. Even though there are different milestones in my life that I know she's not going to be here physically to see, instead of living in the shadow of her death, I'm trying to live in the light of her life instead. There's a quote by Queen Elizabeth II that says, "Grief is the price we pay for love." And God gave me the greatest gift in the world, having a mother like mine. So if you have lost your person, your grief is yours, and you're allowed to grieve in any way that you feel is necessary for you. And although you're probably always going to miss your person, some days the sun does come out and things get better. I'm not a psychiatrist and I'm not a therapist. I am just a girl who has been through it and has seen life out here lifing. But I hope if anybody can relate to this video, it made you feel even the slightest bit better, because when you lose a loved one, in my case losing my mom, I had never felt so alone in my life. I hope and pray for you